Well, hi everyone. I'm Andy Asher. I'm editor at BloomerBoomer. Now, who would have ever thought that we would have a guy and a guest today from World Wrestling Entertainment, a Hall of Famer, probably the last person you'd expect to develop a fitness program you can do in a bed or a chair. Now, in actuality, he's probably the best person to do it because of where he comes from, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But that's exactly what he's done. He's developed a program, and we're going to talk about that. And World Wrestling, Diamond Dallas Page. He has captivated audiences and became a three-time world champion. His matches with wrestling legends such as Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage, and Bill Goldberg became legendary. Now he is developing, as I say, he's developing an exercise and fitness program catered toward those of us over 55 and those with physical limitations. Now stay with us because we're going to be talking to the great Diamond Dallas Page in just a moment. Now, this is part of the Plus 50 Good Life movement, a project of the BloomerBoomer.com publication. We'll be back with Diamond Dallas Page right after this. Our guest is Hall of Famer Diamond Dallas Page and his DDPY rebuild for those 55 plus. Dallas, hey, thanks so much for joining us. This is great.
Hey, glad to be here. I love that you have this show and geared towards our people.
Yeah, you got that right. And as I was saying in the intro, what is so amazingly perfect about this is that you're a guy that represents so many things that sometimes as we get older, we see some of that going away. And here you are. With a program, and it's also, you can talk about it, it's also has a yoga influence, and I know that you want to talk about that a little bit, but it combines all of that, and the amazing part, you were telling me earlier on the phone that you don't even have to get out of your chair.
Well, I'm going to take you all the way to the beginning. I'm a guy who, for the first 42 years of my life, wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga. That, that's just me.
That's
When
it.
I didn't start wrestling, Andy, till I was 35, my career didn't take off till I was 40, which was in 1996. 1997 and 98, I was on top of the world, headlining one pay-per-view after another. I just signed a multi-million-dollar 3-year deal. Then I blew my back out. What I did was I ruptured my L4 and L5. I had 3 spine specialists tell me I'm never going to be able to wrestle again. Like it's over. Well, I just signed that multi-million-dollar contract, but I had just gotten to the top of the world in what I do.
Oh, wow.
Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan. I had celebrity matches with Karl Malone, me and Karl Malone, who's the second leading scorer of all time in the NBA, against Hogan and Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on the world stage, and now they're telling me it's over. The guy who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga at that point would try anything. And
I can understand that. I mean, you look for a solution, and if it seems like it might work, you're going to do it.
and that's what happened. I started doing the yoga VHS tapes back then. And it took me a while to find someone I could semi-relate to. And then I found this one guy named Peter Brian Kest, who was amazing, but he didn't do any modifications. They didn't show you how to, if you couldn't get in that position, how do you get in that position? So I had to figure out the modifications. Now I'm still doing rehab. Now I've rehabbed both shoulder surgeries, both knee surgeries. So I know quite a bit about that. So one night, about 3 weeks into this, I start to mix the rehabilitation techniques with the yoga positions. Then I added in old school calisthenics like push-ups, squats, crunches, but I had to do them with a slow burn movement. And what I mean by that is like as if you're moving through clay or lifting weights. You can't just throw it. You got to do it with a slow burn movement because you have to incorporate all these other muscles. And what I figured out, Andy, completely by accident, is every time you flex or engage a muscle, your heart has to beat faster to get the blood to the muscle. An example I would give you, if you're laying on your bed, your heart rate's the lowest ever, right?
Right.
Sit up, what happens to your heart rate?
It's going to probably go pick up.
Right. And then stand up, it's going to go up.
Yeah.
Walk, it's going to go up. Jog, run, sprint, up, up, up. Want to bring your heart rate down? Slow down.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured out, Andy, how to do that standing still or being in a lunge or sitting in a chair. So what I figured I'd do in less than 3 months, combining yoga positions, rehabilitation techniques, old school calisthenics, and this thing I call dynamic resistance, in less than 3 months, I was back in the ring. At 42 years old, they said my career was over. At 43, I was a heavyweight champ of the world. That's like our Oscar. You know, it's like means you're drawing huge money, huge ratings. So I got to be the world champ 3 different times. I wrestled until I was completely retired at 49 years old. And my body, you know, I'm still like a Ferrari, but I got 998,000 miles on me, you know? So
Like all of us, of course, yours is a lot more intense than all those of us. So you can do more than relate to those of us who have our aches and pains.
absolutely. So I started to create all these modifications. And once I had it down and I put all these like 150 workouts are on my DDP Yoga Now app, and they start, I just released this year called DDP Rebuild. And so, because I've had people say to me, I wish you could give me some kind of a workout. I can't get out of bed. Okay, I've got it. I've got 3 workouts. They're 10 to 12 minutes. They start with you laying in bed, but they help you start to build the strength so you can get up, get in the chair, and now we're going to do it in the chair.
Hey Dallas, I was showing my my phone here. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but at least it's a cool app. It's a very cool app. I mean, you've got inspirational videos here. You've got lessons. You've got eating, healthy eating. It's got some neat stuff on there.
DDP Yoga. It ain't your mama's yoga. I try to incorporate everything. So just going from the bed, and now once you build up the strength, now you can do it in the chair. The next 5 workouts, you don't get out of the chair until the last one. Then I start getting you to get out of the chair, use your balance. The next 7 workouts, you're using the chair for balance. And every one of these sequences, from the chair to the standing, I call the chair force 1 through 5. Then I have stand strong 1 through 7. And when you're doing those workouts, I have a diamond dozen to each one of them that shows you how to do all the little nuances of the mood. So I'm like your personal trainer in there. And it's not just an app, because I know a lot of people who are around my age, which is I'll be 62 in 2 more months. They don't want to play with an app. I want my DVD. Well, we got your DVDs. And if you get the DVDs at ddpyoga.com, you can also get the app there. But if you get the DVDs, which have, like I said, 17 workouts, and once you get through DDP Rebuild, well, then you can do any of my workouts, because I'm always showing someone how to modify it and use a chair if you need to. But if you get the DVDs, you still get 3 months of the app for free to try it, to see if it works for you. Because there's Motivational Mondays every Monday. There's over 100 Motivational Mondays up there. There's cooking shows. Every week, I'm coming out with a new cooking show that is healthy, no GMOs, no wheat, no dairy, no food that's going to disrupt your inside. But it's healthy. But if it doesn't taste good, I don't use it, because I don't care how healthy it is. If it don't taste good, I'm not going to eat it.
I hear you on that one. And, you know, the great thing, I guess, is that you really developed this because of the fact that you were incapacitated. You needed a training program, and you developed something that worked for you, and you're sharing it with others.
That's how it really started. And what really finally put DDP yoga on the map was a gentleman named Arthur Borman, 5'6", 297 pounds, disabled veteran, had relegated to thinking of himself as a piece of furniture. That's his words, not mine. Mm. He had knee braces on that his wife, between putting the sleeves and the knee braces on and tying it to his back brace every morning, his wife, it took her 15 to 20 minutes just to put the braces on him so he could grab his cuffs and get out of bed.
Wow. Hey, listen, Dallas, I want to do this. I don't want to run out of time. So tell me if how someone can get hold of this program.
Everything is at ddpyoga.com. If you're in iTunes or Google Play, you just go to your iTunes store and pull up DDP Yoga now if you want the app. But I'm going to be straight with you. The app people, meaning the iTunes and Google, they charge more because that's what they do. We charge less. And right now I'm doing a 20% sale because it's Valentine's Day coming up. So we got that sale going up there. So you got ddpyoga.com will turn you right on to the DDPY rebuild. And some people want to get the whole package, the monster pack, or they just want to get the DDPY rebuild. For this audience, some people are in a good enough shape that they can do my workouts because, again, there's always a modifier in all my opening workouts, and they get you ready for everything.
Beautiful. Hey, Dallas, you've been great, and thank you so much for taking the time out, and I think it sounds like a great program.
Well, Andy, you know I turned you on to the app, bro, so you need any help with it or whatever, I'd love to get you on it and get doing it, and then bring me back like 30 days after you try it, and we'll talk about your experience.
Sounds like a plan. Dallas, that's fantastic. Our guest, Hall of Famer Diamond Dallas Page and his DDPY rebuild for those 55 plus. Dallas, I want to thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
We'll be right back. Well, I hope you liked the show and you learned a thing or two. A full show will be available on YouTube and at bloomerboomer.com. The audio version will be available on Apple Podcasts. We have other shows coming up with some amazing guests. Please like us on Facebook and visit us at bloomerboomer.com. Until next time, so long.